Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero are set to fight in May, and they've wasted no time exchanging words. On paper, it looks like an easy win for Garcia, but many fans overlook the fact that he's been inactive and out of the ring for a while.
Bro, let's run it back. You ain't done shit. You know you're about to get knocked out.
Yo, nigga, jump that nigga now, bro. Jump that nigga now. Jump that nigga now, bro.
Rolly Romero, on the other hand, is determined to prove his doubters wrong and put up a strong challenge. Talks of a potential fight between him and Ryan Garcia began after Garcia delivered a stunning knockout of Oscar Duarte at a 143-pound catchweight in Houston, Texas.
Respond to that.
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money he ever made was with Al Heyman. And then he goes back and fights for crumbs on a shitty TV network.
It didn't take long for King Ree to set his sights on his next fight. He wasted no time calling out WBA junior welterweight champion Rolly Romero, taking shots at him in the process. "I'm committed to becoming a world champion," Garcia told DAZN's Chris Mannix after his 8th-round knockout of Oscar Duarte that if Rolly wants it, bring it on. "I know you talk a lot, let's make it happen. Where are you at? You got beat up by that old dude," he added, referring to 40-year-old Ismael Barroso, who gave Romero a tougher-than-expected fight before losing the WBA title.
Offered me a way better deal. Al Heyman's the best in boxing, and hands down, all of us Al Heyman fighters are living great. Ain't one of us complain.
Build up to a Garcia versus Romero fight promises to be pure entertainment, but King Ree sees it as more than just a spectacle. He believes a victory over Romero could set him up for even bigger matchups against Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney in the 140-pound division, while Imantas Stanionis holds the full WBA welterweight title at 147 pounds. Reports suggest that Garcia and Romero will fight for a WBA welterweight championship as well. However, it remains unclear which version of the belt will be on the line, with speculation pointing to the lesser-regarded WBA regular title. So far, the WBA has not confirmed whether Stanionis will be stripped of his title. The undefeated Lithuanian is scheduled to defend his Black Anvil belt in a welterweight unification bout against IBF champion Jaron Boutsenis on April 12th.
The kid really well. This isn't a joke. Y'all need to be there for him because he's going through it, and it's the truth.
Stanionis won the WBA regular title in April 2022 while Terence Crawford held the primary version of the belt. After Crawford vacated his titles to move up to super welterweight, Stanionis was elevated to full world champion. Garcia and Romero could follow a similar path if the winner of the Ennis vs Stanionis fight chooses to vacate their title. King Ree is set to face Romero this May in New York City's Times Square, sharing the event with his longtime rival Devin Haney, who will take on Jose Ramirez in a separate bout. If both Garcia and Haney emerge victorious, the plan is for them to meet in a highly anticipated rematch this October in Saudi Arabia.
Bring on Rolly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I need to get my get back. So I'm gonna beat Rolly, and we're gonna have that. I just pray to God. Pray to God.
Last April, Garcia knocked Haney down 3 times en route to a majority decision victory. However, the win was later overturned to a no contest after Garcia tested positive for a banned substance. As a result, he received a 1-year suspension from the New York State Athletic Commission. Garcia's suspension is set to end on April 20th, 2025. But to regain his license, he must provide a clean drug test. Both fighters have signed multi-fight agreements with Riyadh Season, and Garcia has enrolled in beta drug testing, a key requirement from Haney to finalize their rematch.
Trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know.
Garcia had previously questioned Veda's credibility but has now committed to their random drug testing program. In addition, he will also undergo random testing conducted by agents contracted through the California State Athletic Commission. While this fight serves as a tune-up for King Ree, some fans argue that it's unfair to have an opponent with a 2-2 record in his last 4 fights as the B-side of a pay-per-view event. In reality, Rolly's record should be 1-3, as his controversial win over Ismael Barroso came after referee Tony Weeks prematurely stopped the fight in the 9th round of their May 13, 2023, bout.
I want to tell everybody, just thank you for coming out, and honestly, happy.
Rolly had thrown 4 wild punches, all missing badly, before referee Tony Weeks suddenly waved off the fight. Barroso was still standing, unhurt, and looking at Weeks in disbelief, as if to ask, "What are you doing?" Fans were stunned by the stoppage, and the controversy surrounding it lasted for months. At the time, Rolly was trailing on the scorecards and appeared to be on his way to losing the fight. With so many deserving contenders ranked in the top 15 at 140 and 147 pounds, many believe there are better opponents for Ryan Garcia on May 2nd than Rolly Romero.
You did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight? It's okay.
It seems like they were in a rush to find an opponent, and Romero was simply the convenient choice. Given that this is a pay-per-view event, a better option would have been Jose Ramirez as Ryan Garcia's main event opponent, with Garcia versus Haney as the co-feature. Even in that co-main slot, Romero wouldn't be the ideal choice. However, with Haney coming off a fight where he was dropped 3 times, he might need an easier opponent like Rolly to ensure he doesn't end up on the canvas again.
Well, I would love to know, I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday, if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how you would respond to that.
However, if the goal is to keep Ryan undefeated ahead of his October rematch with Haney, then Rolly is the perfect opponent for the job.
I mean, I hope he keeps training with Derek James. That shoulder roll, that's amazing. It was a good performance. Yeah.
Rolly Romero landed the May 2nd fight against Ryan Garcia after Isaac Pitbull Cruz passed on the opportunity due to his already scheduled bout next month. This gives Rolly a chance to pull off an upset against a ring-rusty Garcia on Turki Alilshika's card at Times Square in New York City. Cruz is set to face Angel Fierro on February 1st and preferred to focus on that fight before negotiating another. Many fans were hoping for a Garcia versus Pitbull showdown, which would have been far more exciting than watching Rolly get the matchup.
See where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel,
It's unclear if other fighters were considered, but the 140-pound division is filled with more talented contenders who would have made for a far better matchup. Rolly Romero is not an ideal opponent for Ryan Garcia, especially since he was knocked out by Pitbull Cruz in the 8th round last year on March 30th. Romero is clearly a lower-tier fighter with limited skills, making him an underwhelming choice for the main event of Turki Alilshika's May 2nd card against a star like Garcia. After his loss to Cruz, Romero rebounded with a 10-round unanimous decision win over Manuel James on September 14th, fighting on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga.
The fight I care about right now is Ryan Garcia. And then the winner between that and me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis. We're gonna do this all on pay-per-view, on Showtime pay-per-view. We're gonna do this shit, alright? Like I said, at the end of it, I got the belt, I make the shot.
Rolly didn't perform well in that fight either, but his opponent wasn't a real threat. Choosing him as Ryan Garcia's opponent for a DAZN PPV headliner is a weak option. Initially, Garcia had called out champion Isaac Pitbull Cruz, even mocking the idea that Cruz could beat him. "If you really think Pitbull Cruz would beat me, you don't know boxing. I've faced so many fighters like him in my life, it would be a field day. I'd put Pitbull Cruz to sleep. You guys are delusional. But after I beat Haney, I'll gladly take care of it with ease when I get a fight with the Mexican champion," Garcia stated.
Fight anybody as long as both parties come to an agreement. If his side comes to an agreement with my side and everything works out, then I have no problem fighting with him or anyone else.
Isaac Pitbull Cruz wasn't impressed by Ryan Garcia's thrilling 3-knockdown win over the previously undefeated Devin Haney last year. Instead, the popular WBA 140-pound champion focused more on Garcia missing weight by 3.2 pounds at the weigh-in rather than his performance in the ring, dismissing him as frivolous and unserious. Ryan Garcia doesn't take things seriously, Cruz said while in Manhattan, New York, to announce his first title defense against a fellow Mexican in Los Angeles. The event will take place on a stacked card headlined by a pound-for-pound king facing a former world super welterweight champion from Uzbekistan. Even when he comes to the weigh-in, he's overweight by 3 pounds, Cruz told reporters after the press conference.
Pues igual, a mí no me importa la carrera de los demás, yo me enfoco en lo mío y yo me estoy preparando para conseguir.
He doesn't take anything seriously. He needs to focus more on training and be more disciplined, Cruz said about Garcia. After his win over Haney, Garcia called out Cruz, but the WBA champion wasn't surprised. "It's not the first time," Cruz said. "He's called me out many times. If he really wants to fight, I'm ready." Cruz recently dominated Rolly Romero, securing an 8th-round TKO last month to claim the WBA title. Meanwhile, Valenzuela delivered a highlight reel 6th-round knockout over Chris Colbert in their December rematch.
And he wanted it, or?
I think they pay good enough money that these guys are going to say yes. So that's what I think.
Now, you're going to take over Times Square in New York, the entire World War II. It's never been done before. Whatever trick he does is massive. Tell me your feelings when he came up with that idea. And
there have been rumors that Cruz could face Gervonta "Tank" Davis later this year in a rematch of their thrilling 2021 bout, where Davis secured a close decision victory. If Cruz gets past Valenzuela, he's open to that fight and other big matchups. "I'm ready to fight anyone," Cruz said. "I'll listen to my team, and we'll make the best decision." However, taking on Cruz is a significant risk for Garcia. A loss to the tough Mexican fighter could seriously hurt his chances of securing a high-profile rematch with Gervonta Davis.
But he could watch whoever's there, so that's pretty cool.
now, a Pitbull, very dangerous fight. You actually posted today that he's going to be tougher than a rematch with Haney, and I agree with you.
Yeah,
Why did
I
you
mean
say
tougher
that?
as in.
Garcia has admitted that his main goal is to fight Tank Davis at 140, believing he wasn't at his best in their first meeting. The 136-pound catch weight and 10-pound rehydration clause led to claims that he was drained. Since Valenzuela has already defeated Cruz, a loss to him would further damage Garcia's reputation. However, given Cruz's experience, facing him could serve as solid preparation for Garcia's rematch with Devin Haney. That alone might be enough reason for him to take the fight. Garcia was originally set to fight Rolly Romero before negotiations fell apart and Romero lost to Cruz. During a recent interview, Blair Cobbs interrupted Garcia to make a request of his own.
You sparred Ryan before?
Huh?
Have you sparred Ryan before?
Yeah.
And what do you have to say about that and then possibly fighting him?
He was.
Blair Cobbs and Ryan Garcia once shared a friendly bond during their time at Golden Boy Promotions. However, their relationship soured when Garcia sided with Cobbs' opponent, Adrian Broner, during their fight earlier this year. Despite that, it seems the two have patched things up, as they appeared friendly during a recent interview. While speaking with the interviewer, Garcia spotted Cobbs and enthusiastically called out, "My boy," before Blair the Flair jumped into the conversation.
Very interesting fighter. There was two things that happened in the fight, in the sparring. One, I got knocked down from the hook. I didn't know who he was.
The January 17th boxer immediately began hyping up Ryan Garcia, saying, "King Ryan with the ultimate showdown," before making his request. Cobbs then added, "But you know something? Please knock this idiot out. I'm tired of this stuff," expressing his frustration with Ampo's antics. Without hesitation, Garcia assured his friend that it would be done and that there was nothing to worry about. Shortly after, the interviewer brought up AO's comment about being prepared for Garcia's signature left hook.
I didn't know that he had a weapon. And I'm like, what's this weird hook that you keep throwing? Like, oh, boom, okay. And then the second thing that happened is the stoppage. I stopped.
Before the 24-1 boxer could respond, Cobbs quickly jumped to his defense, dismissing the idea that Ampo could figure out Garcia's left hook. "Hell no, he ain't ready for that stuff, idiot. What the hell? I wasn't even ready," Cobbs exclaimed, recalling his own sparring sessions with Garcia. This isn't the first time Cobbs has spoken about sparring with Garcia. However, his recent comments contradict what he previously said. After his win over Broner, Cobbs actually challenged Garcia, stating,
"Worked him, I beat him down, and took away his weapon completely, and went to work like an immigrant." You know, and when
"We have a little history with each other. I also made you quit in sparring. Yeah, I got knocked down, but I got up and made you quit. I made you look like a fool," Cobbs once claimed, implying that their sessions weren't as one-sided as Garcia suggested. However, it seems the former rivals have buried the hatchet and are now on the same page for Garcia's upcoming fight. Meanwhile, MP Promotions president Sean Gibbons, who represents the tough Mexican fighter Isaac Cruz, believes his boxer deserves the next shot at junior welterweight star Ryan Garcia. Cruz and Garcia have been trading words for some time, building anticipation for a potential showdown.
Career, and I wish to be a world championship, and that will be happening. That's my focus.
We want to fight. We want to fight Ryan. We want to fight Rolly. We want to fight anybody.
In the past, Garcia pushed for a showdown with Cruz, but the fight never materialized. Right now, his focus is on securing a bout with former undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney. However, Sean Gibbons believes a Garcia vs. Cruz matchup would be an even bigger event. For 2 years, Ryan Garcia has called out Isaac Cruz, talked trash about him, and accused him of ducking people. But Ryan should know better than anyone boxing is a business, Gibbons told Betway.
But Shakur Stevens, I'm happy he retired, thank God. And, Shakur's a great fighter, but with a style like Isaac Cruz, the guy, he would be running worse than Rigondeaux.
You're fighting for a prize, to entertain people, but also to get paid. Everyone knows timing is everything in boxing, and now, things have lined up perfectly, Gibbons explained.
We've come to realize that Manny Pacquiao wants to see Isaac Cruz fight Ryan Garcia, while Floyd Mayweather prefers Garcia versus Rolly Romero.
But the fight that truly needs to happen is Ryan versus Pitbull. Styles make fights. A lot of good discussions have taken place, and we hope something comes from it. He continued, April is the month of Ryan's return, and Pitbull is ready, he's training and good to go. It's not about titles or weight classes, it's about giving fans the fights they want to see. Meanwhile, Garcia has faced more criticism for his decision to fight Rookie Ampo in an exhibition match than he did for his doping allegations following his April 20th bout.
He's not worth it. He's not worth it. He's not even worth it. Come on.
Firing more shots at Garcia is Gervonta Davis, who believes he's damaging his career and reputation with such a reckless decision. Davis had been silent since his fight against Frank Martin in June, but after emerging for his press conference against Lamont Roach, he has been taking aim at everyone, including the sport of boxing itself. He even went as far as promising to retire next year.
Next year, I'm out of it. After our second fight. You're out of it.
Ryan Garcia went from potentially having the best 2024 of any top-level boxer to possibly the worst, maybe even of any fighter, period. After his loss to Gervonta Davis in 2023, Garcia secured another massive fight, setting up a mega showdown with Devin Haney in April. He had everyone talking with his wild social media antics leading up to the bout, then delivered an incredible performance on fight night. However, he didn't claim Haney's belt due to missing weight, and soon after, the reason behind that became clear.
Hey, Ampo, you have awoken the beast. It's over. I seen your stupid Instagram video of you hitting me on your bag. You look ridiculous.
Garcia was caught using an illegal substance, watching as the biggest win of his career was stripped away and receiving a 1-year suspension. Since then, his behavior has remained questionable. While he hasn't made the same disturbing social media posts as he did before the Haney fight, his online activity is still raising eyebrows. Recently, Dave Portnoy took aim at Garcia after the troubled boxer was accused of scamming fans with a new meme coin. Garcia, whose erratic behavior had already sparked concern before and after his victory over Devin Haney, launched a cryptocurrency supposedly aimed at empowering America's youth through sports.
It's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be.
Using his connections and influence, Garcia aimed to inspire young fighters both in and out of the ring. His website stated that 40% of all Ryan's supply would go toward charity efforts and supporting underprivileged fighters in the US. However, according to alleged screenshots of now deleted social media posts, the coin launched on Thursday only for Garcia to face backlash 24 hours later. Investors accused him of scamming them after the value of his meme coin, Ryan, plummeted.
The team, I'm improving, getting better.
One social media user called it disgusting behavior, while another labeled Garcia a slime ball. As of now, Garcia has not addressed the allegations. M-Sport has reached out to Golden Boy Promotions for comment following the backlash on social media. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy also chimed in, writing, "I trust a Hawk Tua coin before a Ryan Garcia coin." Back in December, H. Welch, who went viral for her Hawk Tua clip, faced similar criticism after launching a cryptocurrency that quickly crashed in value.
Yo, jump that nigga now, bro. Yo, jump him and Oscar.
Where's Oscar? Hey, Oscar!
Yo, jump that nigga and Oscar, bro.
Let's make this shit happen.
What you gotta say? Yo, he's a disgrace to box.
Welch's Hawk coin quickly soared to a $490 million market cap after its launch, only to lose over 95% of its value within hours. She was accused of orchestrating a pump-and-dump scheme where a coin is hyped up before launch, only for its creators to cash out at a profit, leaving investors at a loss. Welch denied the allegations, stating that she was fully cooperating with lawyers representing those affected by the coin's crash. That's all for now. For the latest updates on breaking news, major events, and all the action in the boxing world, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on quality content like this.
Until next time, peace out.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.